it's about 10 to 15 a week. In terms of bookings, I'd have probably generated anywhere from $70,000 to $80,000. 10 qualified meetings set, a month. I used to spend like 16 hours on a Thursday recording and editing. Saved me tens and tens of thousands of dollars.
Hey guys, in this video, I'm having my client Jonas based out in Australia. He's running his own voice AI agency, doing 6 figures already with his agency, and a lot of his leads come from YouTube. And he probably wouldn't be able to run his agency if not YouTube. So let's go ahead and listen to my interview with Jonas, sharing his experience working with us.
All right, so tell us a little bit more about yourself. How much money YouTube made you? How many calls are you booking with YouTube monthly? And how does it look for you?
Yeah. So I run a channel, Jonas Massie AI, close to 6,000 subs now, with anywhere from 20 to 21,000 views on average a month. Quite small, but a tight-knit community I built in the voice AI industry. I've been doing YouTube for about 12 months now. I love it. And my main focus with YouTube really is, monetization off the back of it, whether that's consultations, agency clients, community members, and so forth. People that have come across my YouTube, I would say in terms of numbers, how much money I've made off YouTube outside of AdSense and how many bookings come through, I'd say it's about 10 to 15 a week in terms of bookings, and a small majority of those, or small percentage, actually convert into agency clients. But over the past 6 to 12 months, I'd have probably generated anywhere from $70,000 to $80,000 in terms of clients, consultations, community members. It's been pretty solid, man.
Awesome. So $70,000 to $80,000 over the last 6 to 12 months. Is that correct?
Yeah, close. It's probably in the 8-10 months.
Awesome. And how many qualified calls would you say are there monthly?
Yeah, I mean, of those 10 to 15 a week, I would say, 20% probably qualified. What's that leave us? Yeah, I would say it ranges 8, 10 qualified meetings set, a month, I'd say.
All right, awesome. That's pretty good, actually. Could you take me back to before we started working together? What was the #1 challenge that you had with YouTube when working with other people? I know we've worked with like 2 other people before we started working together. So could you take me back before we started working together, and what was your #1 issue on YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is time spent editing. I used to spend like 16 hours on a Thursday recording and editing my YouTube video to be published on the Friday. So you can imagine, as a busy business owner, those 16 hours spent elsewhere better in most cases. So as soon as you can, I think it's important to delegate editing to a video editor. But in the past, it's been poor quality. I went through 2, cheaper labor out of India or Pakistan or somewhere of that nature. Very poor quality in terms of editing. And I think it comes down to being able to communicate is a big thing. And when there is language barriers and so forth, it's harder to communicate how you want your video to be portrayed and come across post-production. I think that's a really big thing, which contributed to these video editing people in the past not being able to produce what I wanted. And when it came to yourself, it's been great. You're able to communicate well. I feel like I'm able to communicate my vision and what I want to come out of my YouTube videos to you, and you understand that quite well. In the past, it's been hard to communicate, and I think that's the main thing, main differentiation between yourself and editors in the past, man.
Okay, so you would say that like the biggest issue with other video editors that you've came across is pretty much the communication, sharing the vision that you have for your videos and for your channel Right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard. Yeah. Especially when you have that language barrier, the time zone barrier, and things like that. It all contributes and degrades the quality of your video. And you've spent money and so forth to delegate that editing time to someone that's a professional. And when you have to keep going back and forth to communicate your vision, it just takes time, and it's not something you're looking for. You're trying to
Mm-hmm.
alleviate your time, which as a business owner, that means so much to you. And someone like yourself, Tamek, is extremely valuable in being able to quickly identify, what's the vision of my YouTube video and my channel as a whole, not just the video, the brand, the color schemes, everything like that, the overall direction of my channel and the purpose of videos, you understand greatly. And that's time less spent on my YouTube and editing and the minute little features of a video that I can better allocate to my business and creating and ideating better quality videos at the end of the day that my community love more. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's been great.
I appreciate that. Um, could you could you tell me like when you were thinking about starting to work with me? So when we had our first call and you're about to make a decision, what attracted you at the end of the day to work with me?
Yeah. So with you and other, there's a clear difference between the quality of your edits between others, especially on screen 3D graphics. And that's really what I was after, as well as good editing, general editing skills, but primarily these 3D graphics to be able to convey an idea I'm speaking into a clear, attention grabbing graphical display on the screen, right? And man, like the quality of your graphics is insane. I'm still, I still love it every time you send me a video. It's unmatched to anyone other, anyone else in the space, to be honest. And that's pretty much what attracted me. It's good price, bang for buck. He's very flexible in terms of the types of videos, length of the videos, and so forth. So he's been very, very easy to work with and to communicate with. Uh, that's really what attracted me to Mac as an editor, and definitely would recommend.
Mm-hmm. I also see with other people I work with, hearing about their experiences. I know with your niche, AI agencies, pretty technical videos. I know it might be complicated and it's not always possible for everyone to illustrate um, those kind of concepts that you're presenting in your videos. So what would you say is like also another difference here when it comes to understanding the concepts that you present in your videos?
Yeah, yeah. So in terms of like yeah, it's some of the stuff I go through are quite technical, and when I say something in an intro, without those 3D graphics to support some of the stuff I'm saying, a lot of the viewers would get lost. And I think when it comes to AI agencies and tutorial based videos, these graphics can be very powerful in holding your audience's hand along the way and increasing viewer retention, engagement, and so forth. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. Um, cool. So I'll get into another question now. What was the most helpful part of the whole process of working together, in your opinion?
I think yourself offering a few one-on-one sessions where we could sit down and strategize, okay, what do I want my intro graphics to look like in terms of, the assets we're using, the 3D graphic colors and the overall color scheme. Like we went through that on a few calls. I think that was really helpful in making me comfortable with, going forward with your services, as well as, providing the mediums of communication that I need to be able to have observability into, what's going on behind the scenes when you're editing a video, and having a place where we can communicate back and forth if I need to submit an iteration or so forth. Yeah, I think that was really helpful. Those two things in moving forward.
Hmm. Perfect. And let's think about like what stopped you from doing all of this by yourself. So instead of working with me, let's uh let's imagine you keep doing it all yourself. What stops
Yeah.
you at the end of the day of doing that?
Well, yeah, I did do it all myself, and I was spending like 16 hours on the day. You just don't have time. You know, you're either a full time editor, and your business that you're trying to funnel traffic into via your YouTube falls because you're editing all the time, or you delegate those processes. And pretty much what stopped me was I just ran out of time. I literally had no time to sit down for a whole day, record, edit, and sometimes multiple days on end. I just had no time, and that eventually stopped me. And I'm like, okay, I need to delegate. I need to find someone that's really high quality, and yeah, get some of my time back at the end of the day.
Hmm. What would you say to other business owners who are also not so sure about delegating their work to other people?
Well, I would ask them this: are you a professional video editor? If the answer is no, then delegate it. What are you doing trying to learn video editing and have as much control when there's someone out there that can do it better and save you time? And I wish I did it sooner, to be honest, but I had some unfavorable experiences with other video editors, so I was a bit hesitant. But when you do find a good one, it's man, it saved you so much time. It's the best.
Hmm. Perfect. Um, is there anything that surprised you about working with us?
Yeah, I think the quality, man, the quality is great. Especially the 3D graphics, man. It's like something you would see on a million subscriber channel, man. Huge quality. I love it, man. That's probably the most surprising thing is just the absolute high quality of the edit and the video, as well as the willingness to be flexible when needed. Provide iterations. I think is great. And yeah, be flexible. Like for instance, we wanted to change the runtime of a lot of these videos, and you were fine to do that. And that was really really surprising, and I was very grateful for that. And it's been we've been a killer duo ever since.
Oh, I got one more question. Um, so if someone's on the fence, what would you tell them?
If you're thinking about getting a video editor, you probably need one. So learn to delegate and be happy, yeah, to do so, and sacrifice some control over your video, and have some faith in a professional. Like I said before, if you're not a professional video editor, what are you doing editing videos all day? Um, so when you get the chance, budget, and you're running out of time in your day, definitely delegate, man. Um, Saved me tens and tens of thousands of dollars, to be honest. And if I was spending all my time editing, that's missed opportunities, missed business leads, missed revenue, missed, well, a reduction in quality of your videos because you're spending all your time editing. Yeah. If you're on the fence,
All
just
right.
go.
All right, all right. Um, we've gone through all the questions that I had, but maybe you have some questions. Maybe you would like to say something to people watching this. Um, so yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you guys want to check out and verify Tymek's work, check out my channel, Jonas Massie AI, and you'll see some killer work over there. Especially latest few videos. It's been great. Definitely check those out if you're on the fence. But yeah, Love working with him. Best video editor I've encountered, and yeah, going to be with him for a while.
All right, man. Thank you so much for spending your time and answering all those questions. Appreciate your time. And yeah,
My pleasure,
that's
man.
pretty much.